we now bring you back Impeachment Court spokesperson Attorney Reggie Tongol and University of the East Political Science Professor. Pero talagang galing Espanya ito. Espanya, Sampaloc, Manila, Eric De Torres. Okay, pag-connectahin natin itong dalawang bagay na to. Una sa lahat, Prof. Eric, meron ka bang gustong itanong sa ating Impeachment Court spokesperson?
Ang dami kong gustong itanong kay attorney pero beyond his pay grade. Pero yung gusto ko
Yan ang
talaga,
sagot.
yun ang gustong-gusto kong itanong, medyo magiging contentious attorney in the near future foresight, no. Yung voting threshold kasi it's going to be very political in nature. And me personally, as an observer, no, we have to commend you, and the presiding officer is really done a good job presiding, and you, of course, being able to laymanize yung paggamit mo ng lengguwahe. But yung concern ko talaga is the voting threshold. Kasi eventually, at the end of the day, when they divide the House,
Numbers game.
it's a numbers game, that's one. And ito yung sa Monday na paparating. So, bago yung sa Monday, yung muna yung voting threshold, attorney.
So unang-una doon sa voting threshold, no? It's
Wait, for
already
Monday.
been...
For Monday.
Ay, hindi. Yung voting
Voting
threshold
threshold.
sa last,
Sa last, yes.
na question whether guilty or hindi,
Yes.
no? So doon medyo klaro na because the presiding officer said in his opening statement, which was confirmed upon the question of Senator Judge Lacson and Senator Judge Cayetano, kung if that is a definitive ruling, and he affirmed and confirmed to the body that it is a definitive ruling that already places any party to raise the issue to the Supreme Court.
Okay.
So, parang technically justiciable issue na.
Yeah.
So, pwede nang iakyat sa Supreme Court. Yun yung sinasabi ni presiding officer. Now, yun for the meantime, that's already settled until the Supreme Court says otherwise. For the meantime, wala rin naman nagka-file pa ng
Yes.
kaso about that. Now, doon sa voting naman on Monday, it's going to be a simple majority because it's just a vote on a simple motion.
Yeah.
Or a request for subpoena duces tecum. So if ever the decision or the resolution of the presiding officer is appealed by any senator judge,
Yeah.
then ang voting threshold lamang doon is not the 2/3,
Yes.
but a simple majority,
Majority.
of the quorum, nung mga present nung time na yun na nandoon.
Ayan, malinaw yun. Present. Present lang doon sa chamber. Pero okay, may posibilidad, Attorney Reg, no, na yung simpleng pagboto na yon, marami tayong mga kababayan na kukunin yung simple na eksena na yon at gagamitin yan for their own agenda. Handa na ba kayo rito?
I think kailangan maintindihan din ng mga kababayan natin, no, na unfair din naman sa mga senator judge na totally kulayan yung boto nila or kuyugin sila na dapat bumoto sila based sa kulay nila, no, or dun sa political biases nila. Alam naman natin this is a political proceeding at merong mga kanya-kanyang political stance ng bawat senator judge. Pero ang kailangan maintindihan ng mga tao ay hindi laging black and white yan, 'di ba? So may mga motion kasi na maliliit na motion lang na pwedeng merong commonality ng pagkakaintindi o pagkakapaniwala kung anong batas yung nag-a-apply at magkakaroon ng liko yung bawat senator judge either favoring their current political stand or disfavoring their current political stance. So I think yung mga nuanced decisions like this shouldn't be concluding already for the people na ito na talaga yung boto nila sa final na vote na yon.
Gagamitin yan, pa rin propaganda yan. Attorney Reg, alam mo to, Professor Eric, di ba, na ito may nangyayaring trial, pero may parallel na digmaan na nangyayari sa social media.
Yes.
At kung alam niyo ito, last week, my God, sumentro yung usapan sa laway. Alam niyo ba to? Are you aware?
Of course,
Yes,
of course.
oo.
Namomonitor naman natin.
Laway tapos, sabi, alam mo, sabi ng mga scientists, ang paglalaway daw ay parang ito'y indikasyon ng stress, kaya nagsisinungaling ang isang tao, ganyan. Umaabot na sa ganun. At kamo, aware kayo dito, bahagi ng awareness ng court dito. Ano ang mga ginagawa natin para ma-address ito, Attorney Reg?
That's why, as much as possible, no, all the spokespersons, I think, from the defense and the prosecution are also doing their best in as much na ako rin para sa korte na spokesperson also doing my best trying to raise the level of discussion and discourse in social media and sa mga platforms na ganito. So, importante po na mahimay-himay natin. Pero syempre, this is a very democratic country at yung mga ganong klase ng speech, entertainment speech, political speech, protected pa rin yan ng ating konstitusyon. And the policy of the Supreme Court from the very start, pati nung constitutional framers natin, is more speech is better than none. So, the more na mas maraming nag-uusap about it, whether masakit o hindi masakit, no, alam naman ng mga public officers yan that they cannot be onion-skinned. So, kasama na yan sa assumption of risk nila when they took on the role as a public officer. So talagang naka-magnifying glass lahat ng mga tao na participating in the proceedings.
More speech is better than none. Pero depende siguro, Prof. Eric, kung halimbawa, yung mga nakaanib sa isang paniniwala.
Siguro, Sir Lord, no, ang pinaka-problematic ngayon is the advent of social media. If you look at the ERAP and then the Corona impeachment, hindi pa ganun eh. Pero ngayon, under public scrutiny ka sa social
At
media.
real time.
And real time.
Ilang reporters ang kailangan sagutin Attorney Reg, sa isang press conference.
Yung habang ongoing, nagbi-build up.
Yan.
Tapos, ang galing ng imagination tsaka creativeness ng mga Pilipino na konting ano mo lang, kibit or galaw ng senator judges or talagang ginagawa nila kaagad. And hindi naman tayo nag-iisip ng hindi maganda. Pero yung iba kino-content na, ganon. And they monetize. So parang nakakalungkot pero sana bigyan natin ng dignity yung buong proceedings.
At mamahagi naman kayo kung may content creator. Oo.
Ikaw daw yung marami.
Mahal ko, ha? Mahal yung mga ilaw na yan. Attorney Rich, curious lang ako. Based ba sa pagtatanong ng media, feeling mo naman, wala tayong babanggitin. Feeling mo ba na kahit paano nagigets nila? O meron silang, ano yung mga points na ito medyo may komplikado talaga na hindi napipick up talaga itong puntong ito?
Coming from a media background as well, because I've practiced in the media for almost 15 years, naintindihan ko yung trabaho ng isang nagtatanong, no? Talagang uusisain ka for soundbite or talagang tatanungin ka kahit paulit-ulit na sagot mo na
Kahit gaano katanga.
Hindi ka pwedeng mag-object na ask and answered, no? So, kailangan mo lang talagang ulitin kasi baka gusto niya ng sariling recording, baka gusto niya ng sariling soundbite. So, kailangan pasensyoso rin lahat. But we have to navigate the current scenario and the current terrain of social media na kailangan maipalabas mo rin yung mensahe. Kaya I think napakaganda yung desisyon ng Senado kahit nung last year na magtalaga ng Senate impeachment spokesperson para mapadali at maibaba yung diskurso doon sa mga dapat makapanood at saka makarinig. Kasi kahit 24 yung ating senator judges, of course, hindi rin nila kakayanin na mag-aral ng kaso, gawin yung kanilang legislative na mga agenda, and at the same time, araw-araw balitaktakan sa mga tungkol sa merito ng kaso, and risking exposing themselves to questions of impropriety or partiality or bias. So, ang hirap harapin ng sabay-sabay yon. That's why talagang maganda rin na meron kang ibang tao na maisasalang mo para gawin yung trabahong yun.
Sir Lord, and also, Attorney Reggie, how do you make sense na because of, let's say, 5 lang, kung tama ba ako, yung lawyers doon sa ating mga senator judges, how does it affect the overall proceeding considering that only 5 have a legal background? So,
Compared to before.
As compared before. So, yung mga tao ngayon, dalawang observation. One, parang bakit ganun? Dati proactive na pagtayo, very technical, they articulate. Ngayon, parang teka, ang ganda ng opening statement ng prosecution tsaka defense, and they're waiting for the interjection or interpolation coming from clarification from senator judges na
Na
minsan sila ning
nagle-lecture,
minsan sila ning umuusig nung panahon ni Corona at saka ni Erap. Ngayon parang nangyari. Parang ganun. So parang does that affect the overall integrity of the impeachment trial and the whole proceeding itself?
Sagutin mo yan, Atty.
I
Reg.
think yung I think yung pagkakaroon ng maraming abogado at saka konting abogado, nagkakaapekto rin yun. Pero ang mas magandang tanungin natin is ano yung difference ng mga panahon na yun, ng impeachment na yun, no? Nung Estrada at saka Corona impeachment. Before kasi, meron kang panahon na makinig at mag-permeate sa utak mo yung mga nasabi nung tao na yon, senator, judge, or parties doon sa proceedings. Kasi hindi instantaneous, hindi tayo constantly barraged by information from social media. Tayo ngayon, nanonood tayo ng TV, nandoon tayo sa telepono natin, may tablet pa tayo, sabay-sabay na kinokonsume natin yung content na yon sabay-sabay. So, isa rin yun sa inaalagaan ng ating mga senator judges. Kasi nga real time na ngayon. Unlike before, parang kung hihintayin mo yung next day na dyaryo or yung balita sa gabi bago mabigyan ng kulay yung sinabi ng isang senator judge. Ngayon, real time, pwede nang mabash yung senator judge, pwedeng masabihan na bias ka or prejudice ka sa isang panig. So, nag-iingat din ngayon yung mga senator judges na wag silang makitaan ng ganon. So, they are very mindful of how they will be seen by the people because ultimately, kapag walang tiwala yung tao, yung publiko natin doon sa proseso ng impeachment at yung ginagawa ng mga senator judges, sasabihin nila dyan, moro-moro lang yan, kangaroo court. So, we will fall into anarchy kapag hindi matanggap ng sambayanan yung kahit na anuman yung desisyon ng impeachment court. So, that is a very important aspect na kailangan pangalagaan ng impeachment court as a court and any courts under the judiciary.
Ang stress minsan ang gagaling sa may biglang nangyayari, ano? Kayo ba ay may hudyat ng presiding officer na i-cancel niya to? I-dismiss niya to, i-recess siya ng gantong oras? Are you given that?
Wala po.
Pare-pareho pala tayo.
Oo, kaya yung media briefing ko po na binibigay sa ating media personnel na 5 minutes after the adjournment, pupunta na ako doon, nag-update na ako.
Naka-bullet points agad, ha?
Real time po natin ginagawa yon kasi nga hindi natin ina-anticipate. Of course, may expectation ka kung anong mangyayari. So medyo hinahanda mo na ng konti. Pero yung reality of it, pag nangyari na on the ground, kailangan nakamonitor ka rin. So naalala ko yung panahon ko sa media na talagang nagno-notes ka talaga para masundan mo yung mga nangyayari at mai-report mo sa taong bayan yung mga nangyayari.
Tama. Alright, so ano dapat, sa mga nanonood, Professor De Torres, ano ang dapat mentalidad, lalo na entering the third week, Monday?
Well, unang-una maging critical tayo. Ayun yung pinaka-importante kasi meron ka ng second factor na nakaka-affect which is the social media. So, it affects public perception eh. So, makikita mo, it's a battle really of narrative. So, parang yun, katulad nung sinabi ni attorney kanina, nakakalungkot. Pero, konting galaw lang ng senador, napupulaanan. So, ako tingin ko rin din, and with all due respect to our senator judges, hindi dahil tingin ko, tumatawa si sir, hindi dahil tingin ko na lack
Sabihin mo
of
na kasi yung
illegal
pangalan.
background, but rather, they're just very calculative in their, approach or reaction. Pero, minsan sana din, yung panawagan natin, yung substantive naman sana. Na which is very important yung kanilang mga chief of staff na, boss, baka pwede naman yung tanong natin, eto na maganda. Na hindi lang yung basta matanong or otherwise. 'Di ba? So parang at least tinitignan din ng taong bayan. And more importantly, just to give emphasis, ang ganda nung sinabi ni Attorney Reggie na it is very important to establish credibility.
Yes.
Regardless ng kung ano yan, kung conviction or acquittal, hindi ka-questionin ng taong bayan eh. Bakit? Kasi nakita nila the whole proceeding was very objective, very credible. So ano man yung maging resulta niyan, walang masyadong or
Question.
hindi ganun ka-affected yung perception ng taong bayan. Kasi at the end of the day, kung makikita natin, very divisive na prior to the impeachment. Kitang-kita natin unresolved issues at saka ang init ng Senado bago dyan.
Correct.
So, ako tingin ko ngayon rin lang din medyo na nababawi ng Senate yung kanyang credibility.
Ang sikreto dyan, Professor, mic mute via remote. At quote ni Ludwig Wittgenstein, whereof one cannot speak, one must be silent. All right. Maraming salamat, Impeachment Court Spokesperson Attorney
Maraming
Reggie
salamat
Tongol.
din sa
Thank you
inyo.
again for visiting
Thank
us, sir.
you.
And of course, UE Political Science Professor Eric De Torres.